George Marinescu Hospital from Bucharest, built in 1923 as one of the biggest pavillionary hospitals in Europe, with its 1,400 beds for psychiatry department, 600 for neurosurgery, 250 for neurology department, and a catchment area of 5 million people. It is still the main clinical hospital of Romania in these domains. Statutory, exclusively acute cases are investigated and treated here. The average time of admission is 5 weeks, and the patients with long-standing severe mental problems are sent to hospital for chronics, somewhere out of Bucharest. There is a single-day center in city, the Resocialization Institute, representing the result of Professor Romelo's activity, is slowly developing its services within hospitals area. Many of psychiatric patients are repetitively admitted at this hospital because they have no place to go, and some of them become hospital's tenants for years, accepting this undesirable place as being their home. They are ready to work hard, sweeping unceasingly falling leaves around the hospital's yard, carrying foods from hospital's central kitchen, immobilizing their agitated comrades. Main reason of living here is that you are against the society's comfort. You must wait here to survive your disease, but here is a high risk of getting out of human. You are giving your name to your bed, and the bed will receive the drugs, the meal, the medical care, and will not need affection, daily activity, dignity, and social interaction. Regarding these aspects, let's hear the hospital's director, Dr. George Kosha.
Categorie de persoane.
There are certain persons who are afflicted by illness or other deficit and have no access to a social support, meant for compensating the lack of care, of accommodation, and the low quality of their life. These are out-of-family people and are considered the marginal class, the undesirable ones, just because of their condition. They wander from place to place in town, living in parks, stairwells, and hospitals like this one. It is discouraging that for such a class, the legal background is poor in some cases, or rather inefficient in others, in absence of facilities like the respite care house or the day hospital, designed to take under care and offer board and lodging to ex-patients and outpatients. These facilities could not require an important financial support. The government could make available for them certain refurbished homes and, what is the most important, a system of medical care, including general practitioner, a specialist, a nurse, and a minimal administrative and keeping staff. It is a problem for us that after being rejected from family, from neighborhood, and from work, these people are picked by police or ambulance from rail station or from street and are brought to our hospital for a long time. They usually charge dozens of places and impair our activity, which is specialized on acute cases. I think that these chronic patients who are in need for social aid could ratherly benefit a better outpatient care from social projects, much more adapted to an economic convenience. Since 3 years ago, we hope a quick and efficient placement for these citizens in order to permit our services to reach a higher quality. And overall, this approach can be a step to a modern society with a new humanistic look. Disposition for a social relationship seems to be enhanced within psychiatric hospitals, partially because of illness and partially due to drug treatment. Patients are eager to meet, to talk, to touch, to work around, to watch. Many of them are nearly to socialize. But a home, I leave you. What means a home to you? A home. I can't remember what is a home. Since 1980 I've been only at psychiatry. For the beginning in Constanza and afterwards here at Psychiatry of Bucharest. Maybe a hospital is easier to define. A hospital like this one is very good because one can find so much support from doctors and from nurses, and you can really work here. But no leisure at all. Since 80 I never went in town to entertain myself. It cannot substitute successfully a home. Hospital is my home because I'm very used with these places. And I'm used with professor and with doctors. And I know how they should be. During this time I've been dreaming a lot on a home, but no result. Have you ever had your home? Well, I had a house, but somebody else took it. What about your family? My father died in an accident. My mother, she's dead too. Now I'm one of hospitals. And you are working for hospital? Oh yes, it is a resocialization. And it helps me to come to terms with illness and with my problems. Do you feel your illness strong enough to keep you at hospital? Would it allow you to take your options? Well, you have no choice, no place to go, and will have the same for a long time. Then you still consider yourself as a patient? Yes. One cannot see you ill. Oh no, because I'm very well treated. And my problem is especially related to sleep. I'm taking 7 levomepramazine per day, and I'm taking on evening lots of drugs. 1 Loranil, 1 chlordelazine, 1 levomepramazine, and 1 Staburon from time to time. And overall, the work makes me to forget everything. Oh, thank you. I hope to meet you again at the cinema. I would like to take a walk and to go to cinema to prove my patience. Nevertheless, I would better stay here and not on streets. You look fine today, Fekete. I just had a shower, that's why. Are you from Moldavia? Oh yes. And your family still there? No, they have separated a long time ago and... Well, supposing that you'll be all right, where would you go? Well, I would stay here because I'm very used to and because my house is sold. Aren't you homesick? My mother died of cancer. All what I have is one cousin at countryside. Sometimes I go to visit him. Oh, because you miss him. Because I like to walk and to talk and to take a leave from hospital. And then I go to see him. Could you live without hospital? I couldn't live without it. It is a good place. Of course, I would like a place with color TV, a video player, microphones, because music is very good. And I'd like to have about 8 cars. How many cars? About 8. And a bicycle because it doesn't require too much. It requires a good sense of equilibrium. Do you have this one? Well, I have some. I remember it from childhood. During the socialist era, Romania had one of the lowest homelessness ratio in Europe. This boulevard, supposed to be called the victory of socialism, shows the difference between people's expectation and Ceausescu's way of meeting them. You can see here one of the largest and most useless buildings in the world, ironically called the People's House. And nearby, the old Little Paris, supposed to be destroyed a few years ago. Today, people try to take back their nationalized houses, or to buy one built by state. But the home becomes today a problem. Accepting a new bourgeois class, nobody is building in Romania. The North Rail Station of City fosters hundreds of awkward people, waiting the government to give them the prosperity. Tell me, who could help the homeless people? Well, we need a competent official for that, but government says that it is impossible. Well, I know that it is possible. Is it fair to give a home to a psychic disturbed person? It could be. It is their right, and government should think about.